Kazakh national handcrafts make up the precious roots of steppe culture. They provide an inside look into nomadic lives. The art of the nation who once lived upon the Great Steppe is pictured here through wood and iron processing, jewelry and felting. Many programs modernize the culture of hunting, falconry, horse training and racing. Take a look inside the Kazakh culture on the program KazArt.
Nowadays, Kazakhs use not only the milk and meat of the livestock, but they also use the wool and skin. Nomadic villages that pasture sheep and shepherd cows and horses still exist. The name of this village, situated among the hills, is Kokkayna in the Jambul region of Almaty Oblast. The people of the village are almost all craftspeople. The girls and women are masters. They pull the wool and make the felt. Today, the handywomen of the village are going to be making a small tekemet.
Енді бұрын 2 рет қырқатын қойдың жүнін. Кәдімгі ерте апрельден сәуірден мен мамыр айларында қырқылатын жүннің атын оны жабағы жүн.
The wool of the sheep is cut twice. The wool of the sheep cut in April and May is called spring shorn wool. The wool cut in autumn is called autumn shorn wool. After the wool has been cut, the wool around the neck and liver is separated. The wool on the back is scoured properly, cleaning the wool from sand and dirt. It is then put into water. They don't wash it with soap. They just rinse it and try not to lather it.
Toprak, сондай қоқыстарының бәрін сабап түсіріп суға салып қоятындағы көп қатты жумайтын. Керемет сабындап қатты жумайтын. Бір сыпырғана бір шайып алатындағы кішкене жуып, шайырын қатты кетірмейтін. Өйткені шайыр ол киізді басқанда біріктіреді.
The most important part of felt is the sheep's wool. Resin is used to protect the natural properties of the sheep's wool. It doesn't become thick like matted wool mats. After being scoured, the wool is combed like cotton. Resin-treated wool is very useful. Poisonous insects will not come near a tekemet, nor will any infectious bacteria be on it. A tekemet made from resin wool doesn't let the cold escape. In hot weather in July, the inside of the house is cool. Resin wool is often made from the wool of local sheep.
Ақ қойдың жүні киіз басуға келмейді дейді деп айтатын деген ғой, ертеде көбінесе жаңа қазақи қойдың жүнін.
Before, they said that the wool of a white sheep cannot be scoured. In ancient times, they made a tekemet from a coarse-haired, local breed of sheep shorn in autumn. Karakul sheep are very good for making felt. The technology of fulling felt has been developed so that they can make felt from the wool of a white sheep. The wool of a white sheep is like Saxony. Before, people made heavy felts. They made tekemets thick so that it would be a good insulator. Since Kazakhs covered their house with it, it was always made from the coarse wool of the local breed of sheep. Fulling felt should be done using traditional technology. Making a tekemet on traditional technology meets all the requirements. The ornaments and framework hold together well. The edge and the hole bind with each other. Ornaments are the decoration of a tekemet. Ornamental felt makes the house beautiful and keeps the spirits up. At first, ornaments are made. It is called taldırma, which means fine. Taldırma are produced just like felt. It must be thin. Ornaments are thin. When it is dried, we prepare the ornaments for the head of the tekemet. Taldırma is the name of the felt intended for making ornaments. The Kazakh art of tekemet and sırmak is full of philosophy. One tekemet contains the whole picture of nature. There is a mountain, stones, a river, a lake, and a green pasture. Every ornament has kept its meaning. There are some ornaments designed for the corner, for the middle, and for the edge of the Tekemet. They don't repeat each other, and they add to each other. The ornaments of a Tekemet differ to those for clothes. The ornaments of felt are big, wide, and many. The ornaments of clothes are small and thin.
Tekemеттің оюы өзі өте ретті болады. Шексіз қалай болса солай сала салмаған. Оның әр оюдың өзі.
The ornaments of a Tekemet are relevant. All of them find their places. The ornament in the middle is called square in some places and dish in another. But the ornament itself is made like the disk of the sun. All the ornaments are like a phenomenon of nature and like the ways of the stars. Every planet has its own way. Every ornament has its own way, just like the planets. For example, the shet oyu, a corner ornament, means the ways of water.
Мысалы, шет оюды, мысалы, судың жолы дейді.
Craftsmen draw the ornaments by eye. They make it with spirit and heart. Every ornament has a geometric shape. Ornaments made by the masters will be with a plurality of corners. Corner ornaments are more beautiful than the circle ones. The ornaments should be clear, like the wings of a flying bird and the hoof of a running horse.
Әр оюдың өзінің орны бар. Мысалы, тіптен тегі адамның физиологиясына да атаулар бар. Мысалы, қолтықша.
Every ornament has its place. For example, there are some names related to the physiology of people. For instance, dress shield, gusset, shoulders. They have such names. Our ancestry gave them such names. Of course, most of the information has been forgotten. We start remembering the things that our great-grandmothers said, piece by piece. We know where the dress shield can be situated, and we also know the place of the gusset. The Tekemet has its own ornaments. Right now we are making it. These are special threads which must be put in the middle. There are some similarities, like ornament in the form of a ram's horn or wings of a bird. All of the above ornaments have deep philosophy, but we are drawing the ornament in the shape of a ram's horn. The wool has been combed. Taldama has been drawn on the foundation of the Tekemet. The ornament and foundation hold onto each other, and the image is like a winding river in the steppe. White and black give the Tekemet shape. You can see wonderful scenery on the felt. Fulling felt is the craft left by our ancestry. We are continuing the craft and trying to teach it to our children to leave it as a legacy. Now we will demonstrate for you how to make it. First we mix salt into the hot water. If we want the wool and ornament to be glued to each other, we have to heat the water in the cauldron. The boiling process means that we pour in the hot water and wind the wool for weaving, and then kick it. Fulling felt is done at harvest time. Before making a Tekemet, all the women of the village gather and have a small party. The host of the Tekemet gathers girls and women from the village and asks them to scour the wool, make ornaments, and evenly put on the matte coat for the manufacture of felt. Then curly wool is put into the matte coat. Thus the Tekemet, like a step's flower, will be ready.
Шидің бір кереметі жаңағы шиге ораған кезде жүн қозғалып кетпейді. Өйткені ақырын.
The peculiarity of the matte coat comes from when wool is put into it. It doesn't mix into it because it is put in little by little. The ornament has not been scoured. It can be rolled in little by little. After being rolled, it is tied with a lasso tightly, rinsed with hot water, and kicked. After the hot water is poured on it, it will soak it in, because it is fine. If the water is excessive, it will never be pressed. The water runs off and soaks into the dirt, and the felt curls up. It becomes strong and links well with each other.
Егерде мысалы оның суы артық су болса, ол басылмайды еш уақытта. Ол өзі рет-ретмен ақырын су жеңге су азайып отырады, жерге сіңіп отырады. Содан кейін тепкен сайын ол жаңа басып атқан киіз ширай түседі. Текеметтің төрінде өтіп дәурен жатыр сізбен бізге беяу.
The method which makes the felt well tanned is kicking. A tekemet which is kicked a lot will be well tanned. A tekemet which soaks the hot water in and is tied with a thin lasso will be durable. A tekemet taken out of the matte coat is rolled in a process called squashing hands. Squashing hands has its importance. Squashing hands takes place after kicking. The felt is not yet ready. That is why we have to squash hands.
Жақсылап пысықтап ширақ болу үшін білектейді.
The use of squashing hands is part of felt. The tekemet or felt rolled on the matte coat is empty. Craftsmen squash it with their hands and press it. There is a saying, the tekemet made by a powerful woman becomes tight. In general, there are many omens and traditions in Kazakh handiwork. The women have their special songs, fairy tales and jokes, which they use while fulling felt. There are some good wishes like, let them grow old in the place of honor of the tekemet, or let your children make holes in the felt. In ancient times, our great-grandparents took the palette from nature. Green grass, red and yellow tulips, rhubarb, all of them are natural colors. The steppes palette is not harmful for the health of a human. They are soaked in fast and will never lose their color. The felt mat colored with red, yellow or green palette gives the tekemet a vibrancy and makes the sırmak beautiful. All grass is a palette from ancient times. For instance, if we boil this grass, it gives color. It is called a natural palette. The peel of the onion is also a palette. Carrots, beets are all boiled palettes. But I think right here, we don't need color.
Қызылша дейді ғой, оның бәрі қайнатса бояу, бірақ та біздің дәп осы жерде тіптен бояудың да қажет жоқ.
The palette has its peculiarities according to its region. For example, the places which have much green took the palette from grass and trees, and Kazakhs living in a desert place took the palette from plants or moss-grown stone. The palette taken from a moss-grown stone is very good for wool.
Мысалы, сырмақ, сыру, текеметтің оюлары өзі әр жердің өзінің бір ерекшелігі бар. Мысалы, Семей жақтың өңірінде көбінесе
Every region has its difference in quilting sırmak and ornaments of tekemet. In Semey, white and black are used more. They are made of those two colors. We have some differences in our region, Jetasu. They are colored from sheep of different colors here. We have all colors. In the future, I think we won't have to color because the wool itself will be colored. And it would be suitable for us to use natural palette. The demand for it is growing. People want it to have a natural palette.
Табиғи жүннің өзінің рең түстерін пайдалануға ол өте қолайлы, өте жақсы, өйткені бара-бара сұраныс та солай болып жатыр. Жаңа табиғи өзінің рең түсі болсын деген.
The felt which has been made by the craftswoman is ready. Beautiful ornaments decorate the white felt and catches the eye. The work is hard, but while working and making the tekemet, the women forget about their tiredness. Everyone is satisfied with her job. This process is called playing the felt mat. After being played, the felt becomes more pressed, and after being pressed, it becomes beautiful. Now you will open it and see how beautiful it is. The felt rolled in the matte coat does not move. It stays how it has been put. It is like it is taken out of a mold. All the ornaments have found their places. The corners also haven't moved. It is brilliant.